Let's dive right into this. Kobe Bryant is obviously going to be immortalized as a legend for the rest of our lives and beyond. Um, Yesterday was what's affectionately known as Mamba Day. And if you don't know, obviously Mamba is the nickname for Kobe Bryant. And Kobe Bryant wore two numbers in his career, 8 and 24, obviously August 24th, which is one day after his birthday. So it's just one kind of a 48-hour whirlwind of Kobe Bryant talk. And I just wanted to I know I'm not the biggest basketball guy, but when I was, he was just such an incredible sight to watch. I love Michael Jordan. I caught the tail end of his career. I caught the last three championships. I was a little young for the Michael Jordan era. So Kobe was my MJ growing up. Like LeBron is yours, like Michael is for people a little older than me. But Kobe Bryant, even, it's crazy how much they said that he emulated Michael Jordan. He still, even after that, had his own little swagger to it. And I feel like he's the last of the dying breed that really, no pun intended,
Yes,
but he's the
please
last.
don't.
Yeah, he's the last of the breed that really felt like every game, every practice, every time down the court was just 150% effort, and he was the guy that, like, he didn't like you. He wasn't going to go join forces with you. He didn't like you. And I really liked that era of basketball.
I'm gonna join forces. Thank God for Shaq, then, right? But this is an appreciation thing.
Well, Shaq was
Um,
traded as Kobe was a rookie, buddy.
yeah, but don't act like guys don't like to win. Come on now. The Bulls have brought in Dennis Rodman. Don't even say that. Overachievers, like, and that's a good thing, by the way. Like, I feel like some of the best players in sports history are overachievers. A la Tom Brady, who was never supposed to be good, and he overachieved because he worked his butt off to impress people like us or people like Aaron, at least. Kobe Bryant, he was amazing off. Later on, he was amazing off the court because of his business ventures, like Detail on ESPN. He had a lot of stuff planned that we're just never going to be able to see because he passed away tragically. Shout out to his daughter Gianna, aka Gigi, who was Kobe said was better than him at that age because he was able to instill in her what he had already learned. It was a tragic thing, but this is a day, yesterday and even today, that we appreciate Kobe Bryant. And I'm not the biggest Kobe Bryant fan, but I appreciate what he did for basketball, and I appreciate the fandom that is surrounding him because he was a great player.
Absolutely. And I think, he may not fall in a lot of people's top 10 unless you're a Lakers fan,
Right.
which is okay. I mean, I think, like I said, he's just the way his drive, his passion, and even in the things he did off the court after his, career was over on the court, the way he supported women's basketball,
I
a lot
love
of
it.
people do that, I mean, look, it's still always going to be a hard thing to get publicity. And Kobe was definitely, leading the pack in that. It came out yesterday. I mean, this is probably a prisoner of the moment or capturing of the moment, but Shaquille O'Neal basically said, looking back on his career, he wishes he stayed with the Lakers. He wishes the beef never happened between him and Kobe. Well, of course. The question remains is, if they had stayed together, I mean, how many championships could they have gotten?
Probably more, but things always fall into place. I mean, Shaq went and won a championship with the Heat. Kobe won it by himself, well, with Pau Gasol and Derek Fisher. So it worked out in the end. And I feel like in the end, they were not beefing. Like, people know that Shaq was very emotional when Kobe did pass, but it all worked out. I mean, I'm not going to, like you said, it probably was prisoner of the moment, but just appreciate the guy for what he did for the sport and what he did for fans. Because that's what
Yeah,
it's all about, as
absolutely.
fans.
I feel like he might have been able to get six if Shaq stayed, because you're right.
Yeah,
In '05, if Shaq and Kobe were still healthy and built up around them a little bit, I think you look at another. I don't think you look at the Heat winning that one. I think Shaq was crucial to the Heat winning that one.
yeah.
You
I
look
love me
at
some Dwayne Wade.
the one they lost against the Celtics. They kind of went back blank to back. They kind of had that gap in there that they lost to the Celtics in '08. They could have probably beaten the Celtics there. I mean, you're looking at 5, 6, 7, and then if Kobe Bryant's got 7 titles, are we addressing him as the GOAT instead of LeBron, or instead of like LeBron or Michael? I mean, 7 titles, and he has stats comparable to these guys.
I feel like no. I feel like the rings would definitely help that, but I feel like because it was so close to MJ6, I don't feel I feel like people would hold the Shaq thing against him, but I'm not here to talk goats with this. This was a great day for Kobe to be remembered.
Yeah, it's just you look at the dark period of like 04 to 08 where he was just the only thing going there
Right.
in LA, and he took so many shots, he never passed.
Hmm.
Just if Shaq would have stayed, just what would 03 through 08 have been? You have to take that you have to take that piece of memory out and insert a potential what if of if Shaq and Kobe stayed together. It's
And
just something to think about.
I love hypotheticals. I think it gives fans more to talk about. People say, "Oh, I don't deal with hypotheticals," but like, it's sports. It's fun to talk
Sure,
about
have fun with it.
what
Yeah.
if.
Yeah, what if Michael Jordan never left for 2 years? Hakeem Olajuwon doesn't have 2 rings. So,
Yeah,
more than
possibly.
likely.
Yeah.